Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at HBAR, which is currently down along with the entire market practically. We've not had, really a really volatile week. We had FOMC yesterday, which did impose that we would have a lot of volatility. However, that all essentially slowed down once the FOMC news actually came out, and it was just practically neutral news. Nothing really bullish, nothing really bearish. The rates are staying the same, with Powell saying that he's not in a hurry and that he's not going to make any rushed decisions. So yeah, the market nor liked it nor hated what he said, and I think people are becoming more accustomed to the way that Trump is operating as a president. So I think the market is slowly easing a bit, from all the volatility that we had with the crypto reserve news for HBAR in specific, with the Swift payments, the ETFs. We have dumped down slightly, and I don't think all of that is priced in yet, and I don't think it was priced in at 28 cents either. I think we still had a lot more potential to go. It's just due to the market conditions that we were slowing down a bit. So in today's video, we're going to be jumping into exactly where I think HBAR could be going, taking a look at a few other coins as well, like Bitcoin, and just seeing exactly where it should be going and what we're going to be doing. But before we jump into it, I want to ask you guys to check out the Discord down below. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members are winning. It's been absolutely insane the past few weeks. Inside, you simply join, start copying and pasting the signals into your exchange, and start profiting with those like you see on the screen right now. So yeah, make sure you join up and start copying those trades. Now back to HBAR. So yeah, we've had, just to quickly recap, our D-Day strategy and sort of entry level strategy was initial entries at 22 cents here. This was a very good support below all these lows here at the highs, and then a second entry at 18 cents right here. So two main areas of entry, both were hit. From the second entry, I think we got up to roughly 60% profit, and because we use a capital efficiency strategy, which essentially means we enter, let's say, with $10,000 here at 22 cents, we're going to enter with 20 to 50% more at 18 cents, so like 15,000 here. And what that does is it essentially allows our average entry to get brought down a lot more. So if we entered with 10,000 here, our average entry would be roughly 20 cents, somewhere around here, and then we'd have to wait for like a 10% move up from 18 cents in order to be profitable again. But if we do our capital efficiency plan, our average entry gets brought down to just under 19 cents, somewhere around here. So then we only have to wait for maybe a 5% move up to essentially come back to profits, and that's why it's so effective. We're able to come back into profits way quicker, and not only that, but our profits will also be a lot larger when we do reach these levels. For example, at our average entry, if we didn't use our plan, we'd be at 43% profits here at the highs, but because we did use our plan, we're at like 55%, so it's 10% more profit, and that's why it's so efficient. Now we do have a third entry in case the market does continue to dump, which is right here at 12 cents. Again, we always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. Usually the best way to do it in crypto, rather than prepare for the best and be essentially left holding the bag when it comes to the worst. So yeah, I think it's the best strategy. And again, HBAR has had a lot of bullish news, but I think it was all overshadowed with obviously the tariffs, rates not being that great, as well as meetings in the Oval Office to do with politics not going as smoothly as hoped. So overall, crypto is in an okay state, but the market isn't in the best state. So the S&P has also been crashing, a really bad crash from the all-time high at 6.1k down to 5.5k, which is quite huge for the S&P. You have to remember this is worth $50 trillion plus, and we essentially dumped, how much was this? 10%, so we wiped out over $5 trillion. That's some countries' GDP. So yeah, huge crash on the S&P. Again, it might not seem like a lot because Bitcoin also crashed significantly, but Bitcoin is worth significantly less. So yeah, we have seen the market crash, and it is slowly starting to reverse now. If we take a look back at HBAR, obviously we did see that pump and we've come back down. I think we're now consolidating here at 18 to 20 cents, which is quite a good consolidation level. This right here at 0.61 is a very strong support. If we do break, we will most likely go to 12 cents, which is why we have that level of entry. But if not, then we do have a lot of potential to really, pick up some momentum from here. The thing I expect with Bitcoin, which again, practically controls the entire market, Bitcoin and Bitcoin dominance, is if we don't break above here like we did previously, we need to hold this level here at 90 when we do break above. And if we don't, then we're most likely gonna head back down to 74, maybe 69,000. You can see right here, it's already starting to resist this level. So it's not looking amazing. If we would have got the lower interest rates, then we could have potentially seen a much bigger pump. And I think think that would have snowballed into probably another, sort of bull run to at least the all-time high. But we didn't get that. The next FOMC meeting is in May, so we have to wait 2 months for that. But then it's going to be 3 back-to-back meetings from May to June to July. And if we're able to get rate cuts on 2 out of 3 of those, it would be really, really good. 1 out of 3 would be okay. 3 for 3 would be, insane, monumental. So yeah, that's what we're going to be waiting for. And hopefully it does happen because then the market would absolutely moon. Next, we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin dominance, which has been starting to slow down a bit and at least come to the downside, as you can see here. It is still not crashing as we need it to, but we have, I think, topped out here at 64%. So I think the worst of the worst dumps for the alts has happened, and we have started to build on this resistance right here. The sort of crash that we need, it would be, similar to this right here that we saw, and also similar to, let me go on the weekly here, similar to what we saw in 21 of the bull run right here. If we're able to get that, you'll see the market perform extremely well. We should get something similar at least to this, and hopefully dump down to like 50%, which again is extremely significant. Here we dumped from 75 down to 40%, so a 35% crash. Here we've hit 64%, so I think 50% would be extremely viable. And if that does happen, then again it'll be extremely good for all alts. Initially we need to see 55% get hit, as that's the next major support. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much to go from Bitcoin dominance, as when the market is in this sort of state, it is just going to continue to consolidate, and we don't really have any news to go off. So we need a major catalyst essentially for Bitcoin in order for it to continue rallying. That major catalyst could have been FOMC yesterday, but it wasn't. So we're going to have to wait for some sort of news to come out that essentially will pump it up a bit. Not like the crypto reserve news, something a bit worse that can snowball into something really good. I think FOMC was the best example. If we do get crypto reserve news and it isn't as well thought out as last time, then we will just see another dump. But if we get something slightly worse, like an FOMC meeting, for example, which is great, but it's not as significant as the crypto reserve, and then afterwards the market is able to come into a better state, and then we get the crypto reserve news, then that's when you see these sort of pumps where we go from 13 cents to 40 cents on HBAR. And that's why it's so important for the market to come into a better state before we get any major good news for these specific coins. So yeah, that's practically it for HBAR. And if you did enjoy today's video, please do make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to be getting my trades sent to you every single day, check out the Discord down below. Super easy to join, super easy to copy and paste, and super easy to profit. If you need a place to buy, sell, or trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees with the best sign-up bonuses, then check out all the exchanges we're working with down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.